Quick Tips is brought to you by Domain.com.
Nothing is more distracting when watching a video than bad audio. So today we are going to talk a few tips on how to smooth out your audio. Quick Tips! I've said it plenty of times on FilmRiot, audio is the biggest technical component to leaving you having something that feels more pro or unwatchably amateur, but a lot of new filmmakers don't give audio the tender loving care that it needs and deserves. And an edit can oftentimes feel off for some reason. You won't be able to figure out why, but all the cuts are jumping out at you. You're really seeing every single one of them, and often the solution is going to be sound. When you edit your footage, be sure to create transitions between cuts in your audio. Sometimes something as simple as a short fade between clips will be enough to blend it and make all those cuts invisible. Other times it's going to be a bit more tricky, like this right here.
This dialogue is completely pointless.
That's entirely accurate.
We're literally doing this so Ryan can have an example.
You speak the truth.
I always speak the truth.
That's a fact.
Peace be with you.
And with you.
Most common causes of something like this will be a mic facing something like a refrigerator or air conditioner in one shot and then away from it in the other, so you get the sound heavy in the one and not so much in the other. But don't panic, my little love dolphin. If you were smart, you got yourself some room tone from both angles. What's that? Room tone is capturing the sound of the natural ambience of a room or location and nothing else, usually 30 seconds to a minute. If you did remember to get the room tone, it is as easy as taking the audio of that offending sound and laying it underneath those shots that don't have it. Then we will create fades in and out to blend between the shots, and now we have that sound consistently throughout the scene without any obvious and distracting cuts in audio.
This dialogue is completely pointless.
That's entirely accurate.
We're literally doing this so Ryan can have an example.
You speak the truth.
I always speak the truth.
That's a fact.
Now, if you forgot to get that room tone, not to worry, just scrub through the shots that have the noise to find areas of silence where your actors aren't talking that you can use. Once you do, the rest is going to be the same technique. Another option is going to be noise reduction. Software like Adobe's Audition will allow you to select a section of your track that is just that offending sound, create a noise sprint, then minimize that sound through its noise reduction process. However, if you push this too far, you're going to end up with something in your audio track that sounds a bit like it was recorded in a tin can.
This dialogue is completely pointless.
So definitely be careful there, but if all else fails, there's always ADR, which is the act of recording your talent saying the lines later in a studio as they watch video playback, and in my opinion should always be a last resort. So remember, next time you're prepping for a project, you should be planning for the sound just as much as you do the visuals. But before we go, of course, we want to thank the people who make Quick Tips possible, Domain.com, because no domain extension will help you tell your story like a .com or .net domain name. Domain.com is reliable and affordable and easy to use. Save 15% off your comms and nets at Domain.com with the coupon code QUICKTIPS, because when you think domain names, think Domain.com. And that is it for us. If you do need some sound effects like we were talking about before for your film, check out our store. We have some great digital downloads to help you guys with your next project. But until next time, remember to write, shoot, edit, repeat.